Hey guys, UzerFriendly here, your number one news source for everything geek, and welcome to the Budget Game Review, where we find a game around $20 or less and review it for your pleasure. Today, we're going to take a journey through time and enter Egypt in Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy for the PS2, Gamecube, and Xbox.
This was another game from my past that I recently found for a measly $1.50. When I walked into my local used game store and saw it for so cheap, I had to purchase it. I originally played this game when I was about 8 years old on the original Xbox, and I got hit with a huge blast of nostalgia when I found it again. Did it live up to my old expectations, or was it truly a game worth $1.50? You start off the game as a half-human, half-lion named Sphinx, with your rival, Horus, as you two race to get the Blade of Osiris. After you figure out the first few puzzles, you receive the blade, and boy, is that blade fun and satisfying to use. You never get any upgrades for it, as combat isn't the centralizing factor of this game, although after certain key points in the game, you'll return to Anubis, the protector of the dead, and he'll give you new abilities to help you progress. Most of these abilities aren't very useful for combat, but they do add extra dynamics to what truly makes this game amazing: the puzzles. This game does puzzles in a way that most games fail to recognize. Instead of scattering a bunch of smaller puzzles to get from room to room to eventually reach the boss room like Zelda, the game makes the dungeons one large puzzle that's solved by piecing together the smaller puzzles. It can be a little overwhelming at first, but this makes every puzzle a lot more satisfying, especially when you complete it without any help from a guide. I strongly suggest that you patiently take on these puzzles without help, because boy is the feeling of completing them worth it. This game takes atmosphere to a whole other level. I can't think of a single second where I didn't feel like I was in Egypt. Every character, every building, every enemy, every location, all are based around Egypt and Mesopotamia. THQ really did their studies with this one. From Abydos to Heliopolis, talking to Anubis and fighting against Set, this game is crazy immersive. My only problem was with the soundtrack. There are only about 4 tracks in the entire game, and they repeat over and over. They could have taken this game to the next level by just giving it some better Egyptian themed music. As I said before, the combat isn't the centralizing factor of this game. It's there, but not explored very deeply. Mashing the square button has you attacking and shooting the same combo over and over. Killing the monsters isn't the fun part, it's capturing them. The first ability you receive from Anubis is the ability to use capture beetles to capture enemies. Some can be used in battle, while others you can give into the Abydos Museum for a large completionist quest. Let me tell you, fighting the creatures off until I could capture them made this game so much more fun than it started out. Sometimes you'll bump into a new enemy and immediately figure out the best way to weaken it enough to capture it. All in all, this game is great, and I highly recommend that if you can find it for $15 or less, to go pick it up. You truly won't regret it. The experience playing this game is otherworldly, and I wish more games would take inspiration on immersion and puzzles from it. As I was scrolling through some of the walkthroughs, there were a lot of game-breaking glitches, so I'd be wary of those. I only ran into one glitch during my playthrough, and it was easily fixed by walking out and walking back in. This game does game design right. It may get frustrating at times with their minimal hand-holding and their vast world, but the feeling of satisfaction you'll get completing this game is one that I haven't felt in a very long time. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Be sure to check out our other stuff on our channel, and don't forget to subscribe. We're user-friendly and we're signing off. Power to the geeks.